All right, so there's one more rule we're going to go over from yesterday real quick. This one is the power of a product rule, which says that, if I can draw, there we go, that says that x times y to the power of m is equal to x to the power of m times y to the power of m. So something you might notice about this one compared to the last couple that we went over is that we're only dealing with one exponent here, m. So if we see a problem where it looks sort of like this, but this exponent here isn't equal to this exponent here, then this rule doesn't apply. But let's go over a problem here where this rule would apply. So one from your note catcher is 4y, in parentheses here, to the power of 3, and then we want to rewrite this. So remember that when we see a coefficient 4 next to a variable y, it implies that there is multiplication happening in between there. So this is 4 times y, both to the power of 3. So go ahead and pause the video and give this one a shot. Alrighty, so when I look at this, I see that the piece corresponding to x is 4, and then conveniently y corresponds to y, not usually that easy. And then 3 is our exponent corresponding to m. So I'm just going to follow the equation we have here and say that 4 to the power of 3 times y to the power of 3. And I happen to know off the top of my head that 3 or 4 to the power of 3 is 64. So I'm going to simplify a little bit. But if you saw a problem like this and you weren't able to simplify further, just using your head, that's totally fine too. So let's do one more going in the opposite direction here. We have 10,000 to the power of n times 35 to the power of n. Alrighty, so remember that we're going in the opposite direction, and we recognize that we have the same exponent here, n. So if you saw this and you were like, this is a little complicated, I would rather just have this as like a single power to a single exponent, how would you rewrite this to make it a little simpler for yourself? All right, so how I would do this is I recognize that 35 times 10,000 is 350,000. Not much easier, but that's okay, all to the power of n. So I said that 10,000 corresponded to x from this side of the equation, and that my 35 corresponded to y from this side of the equation, and I translated it over to the left side by multiplying them, and then seeing that that would all be to the power of whatever our original exponent was, which was n. Alrighty, that is all I have for you guys. I hope these videos were helpful.